Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. So today we will be talking about coconut fragrances. Now, if you follow me, if you watch my videos, you know that coconut is a note that I struggle with. I love the smell of coconut. I love almost everything coconut. I like to eat coconut. I like to drink coconut stuff. I put coconut milk when I'm cooking. I'm a coconut fiend. However, there are some coconuts that just don't work on me. But I have some today that actually do. So if you're interested, along with some new releases. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roxanne, and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome. And if you've been here before and you decided to come back, big up your whole self. Big up your whole entire self. Truly, truly appreciate your continued support of my channel. If you have not subscribed, now's the time. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It is free. Make sure you turn on your notification bell and give the video a thumbs up if you find any value in the content. So before we get into the nitty-gritty of things, let's talk about my scent of the day. So today I am wearing a fragrance that falls into this coconut category vibe. I am wearing Qaed Utopia Vanilla Coco 21. I have to read it, y'all, these names. So this is a very popular fragrance, especially for the summertime. People that love coconut they really love this. This to me is like a really creamy take on coconut. So it's creamy, and then there's a lot of florals in here. There's vanilla. There's some white florals, vanilla, and coconut. Very pretty, very feminine. Gives me about 6 hours on the skin. The projection, I wouldn't say it's like, I would say it's minimal. It's not something that has like a big cloud of projection and sillage. Not really. But it's a pretty fragrance. It's great for every day. I wear this to run errands. Sometimes I wear it in the house. I seldom wear it to work, but I've worn it to work in the past, and it's appropriate. Yeah, so this is Qaed Utopia Vanilla Coco number 21. This is my scent of the day. Okay, so let's get into the fragrances dem. So the first fragrance I have here is a new release for 2024, and it is Coco Shimmy from Sniff. So I'm like really loving, I mean, these little bottles are so cute to me. I'm really loving these. Anyways, this fragrance was released this year. It was released in 2024. And, you know, it's coconut, it's pineapple. There's like, I think there's like a note of some kind of sunscreen and wax and whatever. But let me tell you, what I smell is pineapple. This fragrance has a lot of pineapple in the opening. Some people don't even feel like there's coconut in here because they don't smell it. I do smell the coconut, especially on my skin. On my skin, the coconut comes out. It's sweet. It's not like bothersome to my nose. It doesn't go weird on me. Yeah, it's just sweet, like a pina colada kind of vibe, but on my skin I get more pineapple, a little bit of coconut in there. I don't get any of the other things. There is some sandalwood also in the base, so I feel like the woody nuance is just kind of like grounding the fragrance, because I really don't get the sandalwood at all. So to me, Coco Shimmy should have been called, I don't know, Pine Shimmy? Pine Coco Shimmy. Anyways, that's why I don't name fragrances. Pretty fragrance. I would say it gives me about, it's not a really great performer. It gives me about 4 hours on the skin, and you do sit in a bubble. It's not a very projecting fragrance. So I think this is like a pretty fragrance for the summertime, for the beach, because it's not too heavy. It's not going to be cloying on you, because it has like a airy vibe also. So yep, this is Coco Shimmy from the House of Sniff. I love these little bottles, y'all. I am enamored. Okay, so I forgot to mention this. So I have the Nest oil, the Balinese coconut nest oil. Y'all, this goes well with anything coconut or anything that you want to put put a little bit of coconut into. It's very pretty. Again, I have some on my skin right now. It's not overwhelming. The scent of the coconut is not overwhelming. It's just very pretty, and it will be, you know, nice. I usually put it in my my lotion and my Eucerin. That's what I did. Yeah, it's such a pretty little oil, and it goes well with every single fragrance I'm talking about today. So the next one I have here is an oldie but a goodie, and it's really affordable, and this is Terracotta from Guerlain. Now, this is more along the lines of the Vanilla Utopia fragrance as opposed to Coco Shimmy. This one is a little bit thicker, a little bit creamier. Excuse me. There's coconut, there's tiara flower, jasmine, and ylang ylang. So it's a very tropical, kind of dense coconut, milky coconut vibe. Now, is this fragrance going to get too sweet on you if you overspray? Absolutely. So I suggest if you're wearing this to the beach or out like in the heat, just tread lightly with the sprays, okay? Because this can get a little bit cloying. It can get a little bit sweet. In the base there's some vanilla and musk, so it's sweet, and it's a very inviting, easy fragrance to wear. The coconut comes out really nicely on my skin with this one. So although it's an oldie, to me it's a goodie. You could find this on Amazon for definitely less than 100. I can't remember if it's less than 50, but I'll link it if I find it. But yep, this is Terracotta. It gives about 6 hours on the skin with a moderate projection, moderate sillage. And yeah, like I said, it's very inviting. It's creamy, it's warm, it's cozy. You know, cozy for that type of scent. So yep, this is Terracotta from the House of Guerlain. Okay, so next up we have a fragrance that was launched this year also. It was just launched. And I was really excited to get my hands on it, get my nose on it, because I don't have anything from the house. And yeah, the one I speak of is this right here, and this is Laetta. What is it? 14 Isla Coco. So she has another fragrance, I think it's called aw.ds 22. Haven't gotten my nose on it, but this one was really intriguing to me. And guess what? It works on my skin. So that excites me. So this one right here, so it opens really bright, really, really fresh. Like there's like some sort of citruses in the opening. I don't know what it is, if it's lime or mandarin or whatever it is. It's just like a really bright, fresh opening. And in the middle, there's some florals. I think there's some ylang ylang and maybe a white floral here. In the base, that's where you have that coconut milk. And when I tell you this one, I'm excited about this because, you know, with coconuts, I tread lightly. This one is a very, very bright and easy fragrance to wear. The coconut is there, but it's not overwhelming. You know, the dry down is like a sweet, kind of musky, kind of coconut milky vibe mixed with the florals. It's just really pretty. Very, very feminine. There's some kind of woods in here. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not like a woody fragrance where it's taken over. This is a really bright, easy, kind of tropical fragrance, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. The performance is not bad. It gave me, I only wore it one time, and I wore it in the heat, of course, because I'm in Florida. Gave me about 6 hours on the skin. I did not overspray. I sprayed like a normal person. So I assume when I overspray, because it's not going to be it's going to be when I overspray, probably give me more than that. I did get complimented. I was at a store and the lady was, she was like right next to me. We were just looking at, you know, trying to pick out our groceries. And she said, you smell really nice. What is that? So I went on to give her the whole spiel. That this is from the house of Laetta. And this is 14 Isla Coco. Very pretty. If you have a love-hate relationship with coconut like I do, this one is perfect because it is not pulling like that weird kind of sour vibe that sometimes coconut does on my skin. So yeah, Laetta 14 Isla Coco. I'm happy she's here in my collection. Can't wait to go through this for this heat, for this summer. So yep, get your nose on it if you have not already. I love the packaging. It is so pretty, very sleek, very easy to store. So yep, Laetta Isla Coco, number 14. Okay, y'all, so the next one is a Middle Eastern fragrance that actually, I'm super impressed with this one, y'all. I am super impressed with this one. So it is, how do you say it, Lord? Let me make sure I'm saying the name right. Musamam White Intense from the house of Lattafa. Look at this. Well, the snake, I don't know how I feel about the snake, really. Because, yeah, at least it's better than a frog. Let's just put it that way. Anyways, this fragrance is, it's pretty. It's nice. I actually like it. Of course, it was a blind buy because you could get that on, I think you could get it on Joma Shop, and I got mine on Amazon. It's like $40, something like that. But I'll link it. So it opens, it gives it like a bright opening, but also with that brightness is some spiciness. I don't know what kind of spice they got going on in here, but it comes through, and it definitely comes through on my skin. So you get this brightness with, I think, bergamot and some spices. Then in the middle, you get some florals. You have your ylang ylang, and that's where the coconut is. And in the base, we have some musk, some sandalwood, and a little bit of benzoin. All in all, this is a pretty one. This is a pretty fragrance. I don't know if pretty is the right word, because the spiciness kind of really takes it away, in my opinion, from the pretty girl princessy vibe. So I think it's just very intriguing to me. So it's spices, it's coconut. All together you get this like sophisticated tropical fragrance. Like, who would have thought? Lattafa, way to go, way to go. Lasts eternally on me, gives me about 8 hours on the skin. It projects, it definitely projects. Compliments received. I wore this twice already. Usually when I'm testing fragrances, I don't overspray because I want to see, you know, because most people don't overspray. So I want to see what it's like for somebody that's normal. So usually if it's a newer fragrance to me, I just wear it regularly. And spraying like a normal person, it gave me 8 hours, 8+ hours on the skin. It was projecting. I got one compliment. And yeah, I like this fragrance. This is going to go to work. We're gonna put this bad boy to work. I think it's great. It's not too spicy, because sometimes people don't want to wear something spicy in the heat. So it's not like overly spicy where you can't wear it in a warmer climate. I think you could definitely wear it all year round. I think this is gonna push through maybe like 30-degree weather. But yeah, all in all, it's a very nice fragrance. Stop saying pretty, because it's not a pretty girl fragrance. It's going to, if you're wanting something with coconut, a little bit tropical, but not overly tropical, that it's not going into that sunscreen territory. What is it called? Musamam? Yeah, that's your girl. This is your girl right here. The lady with the snake around her neck, okay? Check her out if you have not already done so. Okay, next up we have this one here from Maison Lancome, from the house of Lancome, and this is La Nuit Tresor Nude. This is the tropical version of La Nuit Tresor. This is vanilla, this is coconut, this is rose, this is sweet, very creamy, very sophisticated. it's not beachy. You're not getting all that beach sunscreen nonsense. This is just a very sweet, very sophisticated. This is a pretty girl fragrance. I think so. That vanilla and that coconut in the base just gives me life. Be careful if you have this fragrance or if you're going to try it. Be careful because when you spray it, don't spray it on anything white or light. It does have a color because when I sprayed on the test strip, it's a little orangey. So just be careful with that. But this fragrance is gorgeous. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I can't wait to just really go in because mine has been sitting here. I've had this for a minute. And it's just gotten better and better with time. Gives me about 7 hours on the skin. I obviously overspray and I get moderate sillage, moderate projection, compliment getter. Whether you're on the beach or just like running errands, this is pretty. Now, some people have reported that this gets a little cloying on them. Be careful if you've never worn it before. Spray lightly before you go into that 100-degree weather because you may regret it, okay? You may regret that. But yeah, it doesn't get cloying on me, so I spray to the gods. I spray to the heavens, and I just get my entire life. I love this fragrance, and of course, I love the bottle. So yep, this is a La Nuit Tresor Nude from the house of Lancome. Very gorgeous coconut fragrance. Okay, up next we have another fragrance that was launched this year. I don't have anything from this house. I've heard of this house, but I've never had a chance to get anything from it. So I am so excited that I was able to get my hands on 2024 release, and it's coconut. So the fragrance, Lord, I'm getting over a cold if you guys notice, but the fragrance I speak of right here, it is Coconut Latte, and the house is aw.ds. I don't know if I'm saying it right. As always, we are going to pop it up on the screen. So this fragrance, take a look at the packaging. It's just very simple. But when I tell you I am in love, I'm in love. Look at the sprayer though. Look at the spray on this bad boy. Woo-wee! Yeah, this is a nice sprayer. Okay, so this opens with coconut and peach. So just picture that for a moment. Picture that for a moment. This fragrance is I want to say it's a great summer gourmand. It is a fruity, floral fragrance with some gourmand touches for sure. So for my gourmand girlies, this could be your fix. This could be your fix for that 80 to 90 to 100-degree weather. Very pretty. So it opens with coconut and peach. In the middle we have some white florals, lily of the valley, a little bit of heliotrope, and in the base we have white musk, tonka bean, vanilla, and some caramel. This, guys, is it. I love it. I love this fragrance. Love it for a sniff. I think you guys know how I get when I love something. I might have to just, ring up Paris and get me another. Is this in Paris? I don't even know. But it's definitely a fragrance that I ordered from DHL delivered it. So that tells you it came from foreign, okay? All the way from foreign. This is pretty. This is gorgeous, okay? If you want a very light, airy, fruity floral gourmand, coconut forward fruity floral gourmand with a little bit of powderiness, right? Gosh. Feminine for days. You're not getting, again, you're going to see a theme when I speak of coconut fragrances. I'm always going to mention that you're not getting that sunscreen, icky stuff that pulls horribly on my skin. This, for me, was a win. Of course, it was a blind buy because you can't go into a store to smell this. But, Lord, this was, when I say a successful blind buy, I am loving it. So this is aw.ds Coconut Latte. Gives me about 6 hours on the skin right now. Again, it's a newer fragrance to my collection. Wore it only once, but it wore so beautifully on me. So beautifully. I think when it sits a little bit, it's probably going to give me more time on the skin. But y'all, I am 100% satisfied. aw.ds, you don't owe me a thing. So this is Coconut Latte from aw.ds. Gorgeous fragrance, y'all. Get your nose on it, please, if you like coconut. Okay, next up we have a fragrance that you know it's tropical because it's in the name. Bora Bora from Giardini di Toscana. This is Ylang Ylang Tiara Flower, Coconut Vanilla, tropical vibes. Oh gosh. And there's a little bit of caramel in the base that gives it that sweetness. This fragrance, I love it. I love it. I fell in love with it last year, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection this summer. Yeah, it's sweet. It's very tropical. So if you're not into tropical fragrances, you know, with the tiara flower and the ylang ylang, like, you know, ylang in gold, this kind of reminds me of it. This is just a little heavier, a little thicker. So if you like ylang and gold, you're definitely going to like Bora Bora. Gosh, it's so good. It is so good. And again, it's exciting to me because it does not give me that ickiness. This is gorgeous. Great for this time of year. Great performer. It gives me about 7 hours on the skin over spraying. I have a moderate sillage, moderate projection. I love the packaging. Very easy to store. And yeah, Bora Bora. Who's going to Bora Bora this summer? If you are, please put me in your suitcase because I want to go too. The only Bora Bora I'm headed this summer is in this bottle right here. When I douse myself in it, I will be in Bora Bora, okay? Yeah, this is a nice one, y'all. Get your nose on it if you haven't already. Very pretty, very tropical, great for summer, great for vacation, and amazing for a coconut lover. Okay, next up we have this one right here from the house of Ellis Brooklyn, and this is Miami Nectar. So this is the first Ellis Brooklyn fragrance that I actually went into store. I actually, like, you know, tried it and then tried it again and then finally decided to bring it home. So Miami Nectar is where it's at. So this one opens, to me, it opens like a really sweet, candied kind of tropical, I don't know, like a candied tropical fruit. Something like that. But it has, as opposed to the others that we spoke about, like, you know, Bora Bora and even Terracotta, this one has coconut water in the opening. So right away it gives you more of a light, airy feel. This one is better, in my opinion, for a really hot, humid day. So the coconut water, there's pineapple, there's some frangipani in the middle, which gives it, like, you know, that truly tropical floral vibe. There's some jasmine also, but the jasmine is not indolic, or actually you could barely smell the jasmine. It does not come out on my skin at all, but it's there. And in the base, there's some kind of woodiness. It's amberwood, driftwood, moss, and vanilla in the base. I don't get all that. I don't get all that. What I get is just a light, very airy, very pretty, great for the heat fragrance. And the coconut water is, it's there, and you could feel that refreshing vibe. And it's absolutely different, like I said, than a coconut milk. So Miami Nectar. Now, this gave me about 4 hours on my skin when I wore it. I wore it like a normal person. The sillage, the projection, I would say it's minimal. I stayed just right in my bubble. I didn't get any compliments that day, but that was my fault, because if I oversprayed, I guarantee you the compliments would be. But that's what happens when you spray normal. And it's nothing wrong with spraying normal, you know, to each its own. It's your juice. Yeah, so this one is pretty. I like this one. Again, liked it enough to bring it home. I've tried many, many Ellis Brooklyn fragrances, and this is the one that has taken my heart. So Miami Nectar from Ellis Brooklyn. Try it. It's at Sephora. You don't have to blind buy it. Go smell it. Okay, y'all, we're down to our last two. I know, I've been talking a whole lot. So this one right here is another Middle Eastern one, and this is Qaed, what? Fursan in the white bottle. In the white bottle. This is, I've had this for a few months, so it's been able to sit and macerate and do its thing. And I definitely like it more than I did when it just came. Yeah, oh yeah, it's pretty. It opens with coconut and citruses, okay? So you get that bright opening with like hugged by some coconut. Yeah, there's ylang ylang and I think some jasmine and frangipani or maybe hibiscus, I don't know, in the middle. Y'all, this is a pretty one. And then vanilla and musk in the base. So this is pretty. It's quite affordable. It's long lasting. It gives me about... yeah, that was the cap. But I'm okay. Gives me about 9 hours on the skin, really. It's a very pretty, easy wear. I've worn this a couple times, but the last time I wore it, I guess because it's sat, the performance has just been better. It's not screechy. It's smooth. Yeah. There's a little bit of pineapple in here too, I think. I smell something pineapple-ish. But the pineapple isn't taken over like it did in Coco Shimmy. This pineapple is playing well with the coconut. So yep, this is Qaed Fursan in the white bottle from the house of, who makes this? Lattafa. From the house of Lattafa. Okay, last but not least is I think it's, at this point, it's a classic in my opinion. This is Dolce Garden from Dolce & Gabbana. I love these bottles. And this fragrance is very pretty. There's coconut in the middle. So the coconut is in the middle here with some frangipani and some ylang ylang, but it opens with some white florals and some citruses. But all in all, it's like a really, it's just like a really pretty tropical vibe. It's easy to wear. And there's something like nutty in the base of this fragrance. Yeah, it comes out more so on my skin than it does on paper. I think there might be like almond or something in the base. But Dolce Garden gives me about 5 to 6 hours on the skin even when I overspray. I live in, the sillage and stuff, I would say it's moderate. It's a pretty fragrance. You do get compliments. I think it's great for this time of year. It does not get overly sweet on me. It does not pull that weird coconut vibe on me. It's a very pretty coconut fragrance that I can absolutely enjoy without thinking twice. And the bottle is pretty. Yep, so this is Dolce Garden from Dolce & Gabbana. Okay, y'all, so that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments, what are your favorite coconut fragrances? Tell me some fragrances that I may not know about. Let me check them out. I do have many more fragrances in my collection that have a coconut note or pull really coconut-y on me, but these that I went over, some of them are newer and then some of them are just my favorites. So yeah. Like I always say, we could be anything in this world we want to be with a little hard work, some dedication, and absolutely some perseverance. But if we're not there, and even if we are, smell like good people. Smell fabulous at all times. I'll see y'all in the next one. Keep living your best coconut life.